For centuries, humans have gazed at the night sky asking the same questions. Are we alone? What lies beyond the edge of our solar system? In recent years, something remarkable has happened. Strange visitors from the stars, objects not born of our sun, not bound by our planets, have entered our neighborhood. They came quickly, silently, and left behind more questions than answers. These are the interstellar objects, Oumuamua, Borisov, and 3I/Atlas. NASA has offered explanations, but many scientists, and even some of the world's most famous astrophysicists, admit the truth. We do not fully understand what we saw. So what were these visitors? Ordinary cosmic debris, or something far stranger? This is the story of the interstellar objects, and what NASA doesn't want you to know. In the quiet pre-dawn hours of October 2017, the Pan-STARRS telescope in Hawaii, designed to scan the heavens for near-Earth objects, detected a faint speck of light moving against the stars. Initially, the discovery was logged with little fanfare. Astronomers assumed it was just another asteroid, a common wanderer in our cosmic neighborhood. After all, hundreds are discovered every month, most of them unremarkable chunks of rock and ice. But as they tracked its path, a startling realization dawned. This object wasn't orbiting our sun. Its trajectory was hyperbolic, meaning it was moving far too fast to be gravitationally bound to our solar system. It was a visitor from interstellar space, a historic first. They named it Oumuamua, a fitting Hawaiian name meaning messenger from afar. And this messenger was strange. Based on its fluctuating brightness, scientists deduced a bizarre shape. Extremely elongated, perhaps 800 meters in length and tumbling chaotically end over end. This was utterly alien compared to the familiar spherical or potato-like shapes of the asteroids we know. More troubling was its behavior. As it passed near the sun, Oumuamua accelerated, ever so slightly but unmistakably. This non-gravitational acceleration wasn't caused by the sun's gravity alone. Normally, comets speed up because of sublimating ice releasing gas, creating visible tails. But when astronomers pointed every telescope they could at Oumuamua, they saw nothing. No coma, no tail, no trail of debris, no evidence of gas at all. It was a silent, tumbling enigma that defied our neat categories. Frustrated by the lack of a natural explanation, Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb proposed a daring hypothesis. What if Oumuamua wasn't natural at all, but a piece of alien technology? He argued its shape and acceleration were consistent with a solar sail, a thin craft pushed by starlight. The idea sent shockwaves through the scientific community. His theory was ridiculed by some and embraced by others, but the establishment, including NASA, insisted on a natural origin, proposing theories like a nitrogen iceberg, though no one could quite explain its unusual acceleration. Even Neil deGrasse Tyson weighed in, half joking, half serious. If Oumuamua were truly an alien probe, then we'd better hope it isn't a Death Star from Star Wars, because that would be very bad news for us. The comment drew laughter, but beneath the humour lay an uncomfortable truth. By the time the debate was in full swing, Oumuamua was already speeding away, forever beyond the reach of our telescopes. We will never get a second look. Science, for all its power, still cannot definitively explain Oumuamua. Was it just a one-of-a-kind natural anomaly? Or was it, as its name so poetically suggests, a messenger from the great unknown? The discovery of Oumuamua had opened the floodgates. For 2 years, the astronomical community held its breath, scanning the heavens with renewed purpose. Was it a singular, once-in-a-lifetime event, or the first of many? The answer arrived in August 2019, not from a billion-dollar observatory, but from the backyard of an amateur astronomer in Crimea. Gennady Borisov, using a telescope he built himself, spotted a faint, fuzzy object moving with unusual speed against the backdrop of stars. Immediately there was a collective sigh of relief. Unlike the baffling Oumuamua, this new visitor, officially named 2I/Borisov, looked wonderfully familiar. It was a classic comet, complete with a magnificent tail of gas and dust, sublimating from its icy core as it neared our sun. But its familiar appearance belied an extraordinary truth. When astronomers plotted its trajectory, they found it wasn't in a closed orbit. It was tracing a dramatic open-ended arc, a hyperbolic path. This was the telltale signature of a traveller from another star system. Because Borisov was actively shedding material, it offered a gift Oumuamua never could, a direct sample of its home. Using spectroscopy to break down the light from its coma, scientists could read its chemical fingerprint, finding water, carbon monoxide and cyanide, the very same building blocks found in our own comets, and yet there were subtle differences. Borisov contained an unusually high concentration of carbon monoxide, suggesting it formed in a much colder, carbon-rich region of its home system. It was a whisper of alien chemistry, a tantalizing clue about the diversity of planetary nurseries across the galaxy. While Oumuamua sparked alien theories, Borisov reassured scientists that nature was at work. But even here, mystery lingered. Its speed was staggering, a blistering 110,000 miles per hour, and the timing was uncanny. After centuries of seeing nothing, why 2 interstellar visitors in 2 years? Was it coincidence, or was something sending them our way? Just as the scientific community was digesting the implications of Borisov, the cosmos decided to throw another curveball. In early 2020, our telescopes caught sight of something new hurtling through our solar system. Its trajectory was unmistakable. Another visitor from beyond. This one was catalogued as 3I/Atlas, the third confirmed interstellar object. Its discovery was made by a robotic survey system with a rather dramatic name, the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, or ATLAS. This network is our planetary defense watchdog, but this time it found something far more exotic. Initially, it seemed to be another comet just like Borisov, but almost immediately its behavior became erratic. As it drew closer to the Sun, Atlas began to brighten at an astonishing rate, far faster than a typical comet. Astronomers watched, hoping for a spectacular show. Instead, the show was one of self-destruction. The object's nucleus shattered into multiple fragments, which then faded into cosmic dust before our most powerful telescopes could get a proper look. NASA officially labelled it a disintegrating comet, but this classification belies a deep mystery. What forces tore it apart? Was it the sun's heat causing volatile ices to sublimate so violently it spun itself to pieces? Or was it structurally weak from the start, a loosely held together rubble pile destined to fail? The truth is, no one knows. Neil deGrasse Tyson again brought humour to the unknown, saying, "If Atlas had turned out to be a Death Star-sized spacecraft, we'd already be doomed, so at least we can laugh about it." Humour aside, the mystery remains. Oumuamua puzzled us. Borisov confirmed interstellar visitors are real, and Atlas reminded us how fragile and how strange such visitors can be. Here's where things get even stranger. Before 2017, humanity had never detected an interstellar object. In the 3 years that followed, we saw 3. Was this luck, or a sign of something larger? One explanation is technology. Our telescopes, surveys and detection algorithms have improved dramatically. We're now catching what was always there. Another explanation? Perhaps our solar system is travelling through a denser region of interstellar space, crossing paths with debris flung out of distant systems. Still, a more speculative question lingers. If some of these objects are probes or fragments of alien technology, then their sudden clustering may not be coincidence at all. NASA plays it safe. Official statements emphasize natural explanations. Oumuamua is described as a peculiar icy object, Borisov as a comet, Atlas as another comet that broke apart, all natural, nothing alien, nothing to see here, but behind closed doors, scientists whisper about what data cannot explain. Oumuamua's acceleration, Atlas's mysterious disintegration, Borisov's unexpected activity. Even Neil deGrasse Tyson, the great communicator of science, admits there are gaps in our knowledge. And Avi Loeb continues to argue that dismissing the alien hypothesis too quickly is unscientific in itself. So what's the truth? Perhaps these are cosmic messengers, not intentional probes, but debris carrying messages nonetheless, samples of alien chemistry, evidence of planetary systems beyond our own. In this sense, every interstellar object is a messenger, whether natural or not. Oumuamua, Borisov, Atlas. 3 names that will echo in astronomy for decades. They are proof that the stars send us visitors. Proof that the universe is alive with movement, chaos and mystery. Were they comets, asteroids or probes built by minds greater than ours? We may never know. What we do know is this. Interstellar objects are real and more are coming. Scientists estimate that thousands pass unnoticed each year. One day, perhaps tomorrow, another will arrive, and the question will return, what is it and what does it mean? Until then, we wait, watching the skies, listening for messages in the dark, and as always, the mystery continues. So what do you think? Were these interstellar visitors simple fragments of rock and ice? Or could they be signs of something far greater? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I read them all, and the debate is just as fascinating as the mystery itself. If you enjoyed this journey through the unknown, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to ring the bell so you never miss the next cosmic mystery. The universe is vast, and every mystery we uncover only leads to more. This is just the beginning. Until next time, stay curious.